Right, the stage is ready, and you're her forehead, ready to rock?
No, the defence is not ready to rock.
You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, it'll fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece, the one everyone's talking about?
Yeah, there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of the defendant on the judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You're her forehead will play the part of the fledgling lawyer, a role you're born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien, let's get started. Defendant/Judge Venus Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but the trial's still a trial. At home, baby. It's no holds barred. Let's rock.
Can't we take it easy today? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial power.
Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it fine, Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my, I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you.
That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the cord. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who poses the corpse. Her forehead. How does the mock trial participants react to the photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
It's not exactly what I would have picked to focus on. Why do you care about that?
Too much of a Fed seem to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same.
That's right. And therein lies the significance of the mock trial. So let's keep fucking it hard just like that. Before the crime occurs, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the court.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena.
It's called getting into character, her forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket.
Right, let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said a frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab a professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen. holding a bow in the archery club room, which has clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there.
Nine, her foreheads. A fine swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice.
Me? I'm just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurock has said.
So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defence's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes the edges of the victim's wound are unusually jagged. Could such a physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all.
When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon.
Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, for I'm the real deal, a headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the all that was left in the art room.
An all? What's that? I mean, an all you say? What might that be?
It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood and other materials. Kinda like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross, it's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints are lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Ah, not at all. There's a maintenance area and a storehouse outside the art room. And the cart used to carry the balls around was found there.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person. Or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window and moved it with the cart. That's how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
Objection!
A body drop from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma.
Except from 3 stories up. Yes, it fucking would. That crash mat's only good for the high jump. Not a suicide dive. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings.
Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moves the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer fakes the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the all-stab wound.
Sounds like he only has high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defence?
Nope. Seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too.
Time for the finale then. Your verdict if you please, fine judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods, Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps not such a good idea. Let's end the mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I got back to my investigation.
Thanks, you two. That little run through the mock trial cleared up a few things.
Ah, come, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good.
You're sure in an helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not all bad as prosecutors go. Excuse me. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in.
I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
What do you mean the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I means, and I means what I say by all means.
Alright, Mad Hatter.
Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, stop that.
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It's the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that end justifies the means part.
Well, you're still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There's but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense.
You're going to take her case, Professor Means?
I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I've even battled Professor Court in courts.
No kidding, so you guys are rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from the academy top of our class.
Wow, I bet they used to really bring it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and discuss the case with Juniper.
But Professor Means, wait! I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case.
It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You too?
And when were you planning on telling me?
Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but...
Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. I think you've made the right one.
How wonderful! Well then, Athena Sykes, let me ask you one thing. As a lawyer, what is it you treasure beyond all else?
It's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer! Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the ends justify the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating and fast. First, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please. Have you learned anything new about the case?
Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again?
The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well...
Well, what? Come to think of it... Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh, I guess so. It was pretty shocking.
The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going round these days.
But the question is, how's it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy.
Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right, as long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what was it Professor Means said? The ends justify the means?
To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy.
But what will happen to our legal system if the results are all that matter anymore?
Relax, it's just a rumour. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. Had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact is the case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try to call to as many people as I can on campus.
That's a point. Bullets from a projecting arrow found the quad. The murder weapon was an awl. The arrows inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room where trace of blood fell on the floor. Dropped from the third floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat lay down, a cushion to fall. Ball cart was in the storehouse, then used to move the body to the stage. Sure. That's about the case. The how, the why,
Archery closed room has a good view of the quad. Move to the quad to make it like when they shot the victim. And things to prep. Binaural with school funds. Arrow. A borrow off the club could give away the script plot to be determined. Sweatsuit. Victim's alibi will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Okay, that already differs. Interesting.
So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said the art room's right above here on the 3rd floor. And the body was dropped from here onto the high jump mat from the storehouse.
Right, and then claimed the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... there's someone else here.
Hey, it's Robin!
Oh, you scared the crud out of me!
Yeah, right back at you. What are you doing out here?
I'm working out if I can become strong enough to save Juniper! I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams!
Right, the girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her.
Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men! That's why I work out with my manly brace!
Except I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours.
I don't mean to be rude, but can you talk without shouting?
Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is.
Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. Mind if I ask you some questions as Judy's lawyer?
No problem, ask away. Keep 'em coming, man!
Ouch, my ears ache already.
Don't need a lot of water for this fucking guy.
Robbie, can you tell me a bit more about yourself?
You wanna know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club!
Fine Arts Club? Say, did you create the stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did, both of them. Put my blood, sweat and tears into those things, man!
Must have been terrible seeing all them all... Must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that.
Nah, I couldn't face press call if I let something like that get me down.
What do you mean?
Professor Cole was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth, and that only lawyers who seek truth for illegitimate means produce worthwhile results.
Yes, I'm totally on you guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Yeesh, she called me loud when I practiced my chords of steel.
Man, why do I have to take the prosecutor course? How am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor?
Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name, you see.
The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials. Dark age of the law, ha! We're gonna put an nail in its coffin, man!
Wow, you guys swore to do that.
No, the stupid school rule had to ruin it.
School rule? Which one?
Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offence, won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school.
A tough legal academy with tougher rules.
Judy will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. If I fail, the three of them will never realise their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure.
What, did you make that? Let me fire up the kiln for you. Just give me a minute and I'll take care of the rest.
I think I'll pass on kiln firing this time. Dodged a bullet there.
Ah, that paper!
So, Robin, is this article true?
The author of the article's been gunning for the three of us for some reason. There will be nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I remember.
Huh. Maybe the author just wants your attention.
No way, man! The venom in those articles is way beyond that.
Huh, I wonder.
Oops.
Whoa, deja vu, man! It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. No, the final showdown was cancelled because of that murder.
The topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys.
Kidding? Our friendship like a diamond, only tougher. Like a powder keg before a spark. The calm before the storm.
In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment.
Whoa, check out your patch.
What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome. If the plating ever starts to peel or gets bent up, let me fix it for you.
Really? Thanks.
No problemo. I'll have some primo clay and glaze at the ready just in case.
Wait, what does Clay have to do with my badge?
Well, I've presented everything and done every talk action, so let's try another spot. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there.
I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes.
Athena, what's where you...
Huh? Ah! Ouch! Who put this stupid box here?
Snake?
Wait. Ah! Apollo, the box is...
What now?
There's someone or there's something inside.
Snake? Don't...
I didn't know he was going to do that.
Don't let it be a snake! You morons just blew my cover. What the?
There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. Miriam Scuttlebutt. That's a woman's name, isn't it?
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm the senior in the judge course. What's with the box? It's the fate of those who live in shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by light of day.
Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too?
Really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission and you wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. So you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now let me tell you all, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake.
Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said.
The lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time?
I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting.
Really? That means a lie already? That was quick.
But how can you read her tell if she's hiding in a box?
Gotcha!
That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said for Juniper's sake. Like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying.
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay, then let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets.
Editor-in-chief, eh? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, reporting, editing, publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. An extra edition of the Themis Herald published to coincide with the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Glowing hands, huh? Interesting. What's all that about? Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
That's the famous Herald paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article's full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You've got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said yourself just a moment ago it's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? You've just given me the info you have. Stupid pawn. Juniper's just using you. Now I want the truth, Miriam. You hung your box in order to collect gossip for the sleazy paper. Isn't it right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target of my scoops and my readers' demand it. Extra, extra. The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The ends justify the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means. Wait a second. In this dark age of the law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Very illegal. Secretly recording every last word without everyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realise that's totally illegal? And one of them was the scene of the crime. The art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room, or did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... Like I'd really tell you now, the big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who, Julie, Hugh and Robin? What do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord though. You don't know anything. Professor Means and his followers and Professor Court and hers Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to the extreme idea you and Professor Means have? Why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you come out the dark and into the light?
I can see fine in here. You'll be the ones seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realise how guilty Juniper Woods really is.
We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start.
We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start.
Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today.
You're right. Let's see what you can find out. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh.
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. No, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the content of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they already read the script or wrote it.
But
Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him.
there it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1" and under this uniform I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too.
How can you even say that with a straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. When it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural to say I'm a genius. But as I've said before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
What about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right, and I was so distraught I basically handed Robin the victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
That's right, there was an announcement and everyone came here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Oh, excuse me. Wow, your own personal dressing room? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style.
I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back to the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
And that's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock, as much as I hate to admit it. My legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you just discovered a body? Why don't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Ah, well, where'd you get that?
This article in the famous Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
You really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing the important piece of information with us. It may prove useful in tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocent, you'll see.
I can't see you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next?
Well, I think we've talked to everyone who's somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe someone wrapped up the investigation.
Wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention centre. Fina, thank you so much for coming. She called me Fina like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret till the day of the mock trial. The only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes, what is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? More like a tabloid piece of a newspaper article if you ask me.
I've been worried the trial would wreck this friendship between Robin, Hugh and me. She wants to stay friends, but both the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it.
No, you don't. Believe me, you don't.
Oh, I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favour the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, he wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship to the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems really won't be of any help in court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper.
I was wondering about that all you had when you were arrested. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping in the art room till the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood red colour on the owl bothers me. Was it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking from pretty far away, but it's probably just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the owl when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't. Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Fina and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key in the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key in the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key. She's the Fine Arts Club advisor. And since the key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who painted the awl to look like it had blood on it.
I mean, in a way she did.
After all, she always insisted the props be realistic, so... The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this.
You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? When was the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school around 6 p.m.
Do you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would never have guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe you, Fina. Well, I should go now. Bye.
Is she going to be alright? She looks like a shadow of the girl we met in the academy.
The Judy I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact she's lifted her facade to show she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Judy and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there?
Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about it and concentrate on the trial.
Yep, tomorrow's a big day. Let's sort it out for what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. The location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the script and the case are exactly the same in almost every respect. It follows the actual trial may very well unfold like the mock trial did.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. That's not going to happen. This time Julie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo. He's the king of being fine.